What was your dream car? In the late 90s, some kids had a poster of a GTR Skyline, others the GT3 Porsche. Many said the F50 was as good as it got. For Pete, it was a 22B. On this episode of Grassroots Garage, he visits his unicorn.
And there we go, look at that.
Yeah.
In a 22B.
Glenn, part of the sales team at Blue Mountains Mazda, sent us a message saying his boss had a 22B and may be interested in letting us have a look. A little bit of back and forth, a few tweaks, an overbooked schedule. Pete managed to find half a day to get up the Great Western Highway to sunny Katoomba.
Cameron, thanks for your time.
Not a problem.
Really appreciate it.
Easy.
Tell us about your car.
Yeah, it's a 1998 built WRX STI 22B. It's one of the original sort of 400, came out of Japan, originally registered in Japan.
Oh yeah, Japanese Rego, nice. Very nice. These are like an optional extra?
Yeah, they are.
Nice.
Pretty common, I think, on JTF. That's like the Saitama district
Oh, that's where it was.
parking permit.
Geez, they did us a favour. The law is you've got to have somewhere to park your car.
Yeah.
They've done us a favour, haven't they?
That's right, and the older cars get the Gira Rego.
Oh wait, when I was riding past to see that other one, all I had was my iPhone. And I was just riding past Subaru.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is that? Ran in, but the camera phone doesn't capture just how
fat they are.
Oh, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
Like compared to the white cars.
You just look down this line, it just
I always have my mirror just pointing a bit low, just so you can see the fat ass. Sort of
yeah.
thing.
I mean, that's what you were talking about before. I can just looking out that window, you just see that. You just see it sitting
addictive.
there.
Yeah, just they're a bit lower than they need to be. Just purely for that reason.
Yeah. Pumped out guard.
Childhood dream car for me. That it's a pretty cool thing. They're quite different to sort of obviously the regular STI models. 80 mils wider and wide body, 8.5 inch factory wheels, magnesium BBS wheels, airbags, delete, no ABS, intercooler spray, obviously 2.2 motor, really short diffs. Yeah, it's really quite a fun toy to drive. That's for
Absolutely.
sure. Yeah. It's a bit of a silent assassin. It's pretty quiet. It's very standard. It's got a set of all it is really a set of top mounts on the struts really for camber adjustment and whatnot. But other than that, yeah, mechanically standard car, runs standard boosts, and it's a fun car.
Absolutely, it'd be a hard car to bring yourself to modify, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I can't see myself ever doing it. I think the joy of this is you can go and buy Rexy and go to town on it if you want on it without a great mega expense. And I've got a Aussie delivered 2-door which has got a few bits and pieces, nothing too ridiculous, but quite a fun car to drive. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I kind of like the originalness of 90s cars sometimes. I'm
Yeah.
a bit of a nerd for 90s and noughties kind of car. It's my sort of era, that's for sure.
In a moment, the red light come on, and then when it goes off, which will be within 2 to 4 seconds, they'll be off. Wait for the light to go out. Here they go.
So it's Mackinnon in lane one, the longer outside leg. So we'll see McRae looking like he's getting ahead. He's going to come down to the jump. McRae will jump just before Mackinnon splashes. And this is spectacular from McRae on the very inside. First gear hairpin, Mackinnon slightly longer round the outside. That's second gear probably.
In the 1997 World Rally Championship, you had Tommy Mackinnon in the Evo 4. Carlos Sainz in the RS Cosworth. The GT4 Celica. And Colin McRae in the mighty Subaru. Each round of the WRC was shown on TV, and it made the nightly news from time to time. World Rally was in its heyday, and Subaru was dominating. This was the 90s, and drifting was still underground. Subaru had won the Manufacturers' Championship in 95, 96, and then won again in 97 to make it 3 in a row. 1998 marked 40 years of Subaru, and the marketing people in Japan wanted to celebrate the company's success with a car like no other. The 22B was born. Subaru made 3 prototypes, designated 000, and were owned by Colin McRae, Nicky Grist, and David Lapworth. There were 400 Japanese units. If you take account for the fact that they didn't take number 13, that's 399, we think. 16 for the UK, 5 for us. Some say they made 6 for Australia, but 1 fell off the boat in Japan. Others say the Sultan of Brunei got 1. So shout out to the Sultan. How's it going, mate? Pete actually emailed Subaru a few times to get the full story, but no answer yet. If you're one of those correct the video in the comments sections types of people, we'd love to hear from you. Pete called me and was like, that thing cornered on rails. And I was like, did you just quote Pretty Woman, bro?
Wait a minute, that's a Lotus Esprit. Man, this baby must corner like it's on rails.
Beg your pardon?
You've got to be careful with the Ks on this thing, don't you?
Yeah, well, I think so to some degree. You know, it's something that it's got 43,000 Ks on it now. It's got Japanese service books and all that to sort of verify all that. But yeah, you've got to have it out and, you know, enjoy the experience.
So, can we take it for a drive?
We can, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
See why they got such a cult status, because they just hook on the road.
They're low, like the diff ratio is pulling out here in third. Yeah, it comes out of there. It runs out of half of the top end. Sort of thing.
Yeah. Whereas it's sort of got those rally gears, doesn't it?
That's right. It's all about that mid-range response and.
Yeah.
Just light, you know, 1,265 kilos.
And there we go, look at that.
Yeah, it's good.
In a 22B.
Yeah, it's get a bit blasé about that when you live in the mountains. My dealership has an amazing view, like the same as a Hydro Majestic out the back, basically. So.
Wow.
Cameron and Andrew are sons of motor racing legend Doug MacArthur. They own and operate Blue Mountains Mazda. Last time I went to buy a car, the guy that sold it to me wasn't a car guy. They were salesmen. Cameron and Andrew are car nuts first and businessman second. Just to be clear, this is not an ad, you buy your cars wherever you like. The used car lot at Blue Mountains Mazda was way too small to house all the vintage cars for sale, so Sunday Motors was born, a boutique showroom to keep all these gems dry. Being in the car industry and employing a fleet of mechanics has its benefits. Firstly, you get offered vintage cars all the time as trades or just hear about them through the grapevine. And secondly, you can give them to your team of mechanics to fix up and get them running right. An example of the kind of cars Sunday Motors specialises in is this 1947 Willys Jeep. After RAAF service, it was restored privately. Best thing, it's registered in New South Wales, so it's ready to enjoy. Sorry, since filming it, looks like this Jeep is already sold. Keep an eye on Sunday Motors Instagram for new stock, and in the words of Mike Brewer, why don't you make him a cheeky offer? Go on, do a deal with him.
I really appreciate your time. Thanks for your time.
Nah, not a problem at all. Easy done.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.